there, this is Samuel, and today I'm at the Mountain Station in Orange, New Jersey. And today I want to talk about ultimately you want to choose for a career path. And this is a very, very interesting and very important concept because ultimately at some point in your life you're going to decide what you want to do with your life. And I made a previous video. It was called choosing your life's purpose, and this is the continuation of that. If you watch that video, this video will go deeper into choosing your life's purpose, and into the difficult task of choosing what it is I want to do with your life. And it's important because we all know how valuable it's like. We all know that we have this life. Of course we are here now, and whilst you are here, we have to decide what we're going to do with your life. Is it something that comes to you? One day you wake up and you feel strongly about something and you want to decide to do that thing. Is it something your parents tell you to do? Your parents tell you to be a doctor, be a lawyer. Would that be your life's career or your life's purpose? Is that how you decide to choose a career path? Or is it something that you wind up in, maybe music, maybe acting, maybe fashion, whatever it is that you do, And so this is a very important concept of choosing what it is that you want to do with your life. And I know I went through different things before I finally decided what I want to do with my life. But today I want to give you a new perspective. And when I realized that, everything clicked, and I felt a lot of comfort and a lot of certainty in what I'm doing with my life now. And it all goes back to me studying Eckhart Tolle's book. In my other video, I mentioned him, Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. And he has one on Stillness Speaks, and he has several other videos on YouTube. You could watch it. And I've been getting a lot of insights through his videos and through his teachings. But it all came to the point of you getting in touch with yourself, getting in touch with your true self, which is you, right? And deciding on your life purpose will all start from there. It will start from going past all the past layers of and getting in touch with your true self, your true essence, and your true essence has to do with the awareness behind yourself, behind who you are as I don't know what you are now, what you do now, but if you are, whatever you do now, let's say you're a student, you are a worker, you are a waitress, whatever it is that you do, you realize there's a part of you that does not change. There's a part of you that is like the awareness of yourself, of your thoughts, So, and I like how Eckhart Tolle starts to address it, because when you realize that throughout your life, how old you are now, I know I'm 28, I'm pushing 30. You've gone through a lot of things, you've taken different roles and different identities throughout your life up to this point. There are points you were happy, you were sad, and all these came, different things you've done in your life, and they are kind of things that happen in your life, that you thought it was you, like you associated yourself with it, So like me, for instance, at the point I decided to play the harmonica, So I started trying to play the guitar, and when I traveled from Ghana to here, I couldn't carry the guitar with me, so I decided to buy a harmonica. Well, my uncle got me a harmonica, so I played the harmonica for a while. So within that brief period, I might have associated myself with a little bit of a musician, like Samuel the musician, So I did that for a while, but at the point I couldn't go through it. Other things came to my life. I was doing business, started to make videos, did different things, met different people, day work. So I couldn't really keep up with that. So now that Samuel the magician is no more. So it was an identity of mine before, but it's like it's gone, right? And then there's different times, different things that you did. Now I'm into business. I have a business. So I'm also more some of the businessman, But that might also change. Eventually I wanna go into art. Something I wanna do. That's a new identity in itself too. So you realize that all these things change within your life. Different things that change in your life. And then you also have different thoughts, different emotions. Sometimes that you are upset, very upset, and there are times that you are very happy, you're very calm, So those things come and go. But realize that there is a part of you that doesn't change. It's always the same in spite of all these things that manifest in your life. And that's essentially you. That's life. So whatever you believe in, whatever some people say the universe, some people say God, some people say your true self, some people say your ideal self, but it's what is essentially you. I believe it all points to the same place, depending on what kind of label you put on it. It points to the same thing. So be aware of that, and once you are being aware of that, you realize that whatever form it is, whatever you choose to do, are things that are identities, that you tend to associate with in a brief period of time. So if you decide to be a lawyer, or let's say you decide to be a musician, that at that stage in your life is something that it's a form, it's an identity that is you are being is being manifested in your life. So it's not truly who you are, but it's something that you associate with, for a brief period of time, and eventually you might decide to do something else. You might just stick to it and do that all your life, to the end. You might do different things, multiple things, And it's funny because a while ago I had this dilemma too, because I wanted to be the. Initially I started being in the science field, and then I was like, okay, Samuel the scientist, right? The science person, and then now I went into business. So I was questioning myself. Then who am I? What am I doing? And then now I also have some desires to also do art, painting and stuff at some point. Not full time, but at some point in my life. So it's different things that I'm doing with my life, But then it's like, who am I? And what should I do? Is that the right thing? Should I do multiple things, or should I just do one thing? So when you get to a point of deciding, choosing what it is you want to do with your life, it all starts from the point of you realizing that whatever you choose, ultimately you want to gain fulfillment out of it. Fulfillment. And it's fine. This morning I was looking at fulfillment in the dictionary, and it was referring to you being happy, or like developing yourself to a great skill. So if you choose to be an athlete, you want to be the best athlete ever. If you want to be a musician, you want to be the best musician, or a lawyer, a doctor, whatever it is, you want to develop that skill to the ultimate. And according to the world, according to the dictionary, once you have developed it to a high level, then you gain fulfillment out of it. And I saw cracks in that definition, and as I laughed, and I giggled, and realized that is where everybody's heading towards, and that illusion or that deception today in society or today in the world, that when you develop yourself to a certain degree or certain state within a career identity, then you have fulfillment out of it. But really, there is no fulfillment in anything besides you being able to find awareness, being able to get in touch with your true self, which is the true I. Because that's the only thing that stays, it's always the same, and it always stays. And that's where peace is, that's where fulfillment is. That's what we are looking for. It's funny, like we're looking for the fulfillment outside of in a career path, or in in a life choice, or something that we do will bring fulfillment. But really, we already have fulfillment already in us. So it's like this important quote. They say that in a perfect world, there's always a crack in the wall. So you never find a perfect wall. And what I understood, what what clicked for me was that in spite of what you do with your life, it will never bring you full fulfillment because there'll always be cracks in it, and you will never find that fulfillment. But then what it is like so it's like it's supposed to be like the means to the end. In the end is the fulfillment within you being a doctor or you being the best musician, and at the end you be ultimate happiness or finding the best person in the world to be with, by you finding that true fulfillment within yourself first, and it's available to you now, and available to you now, and you being fulfilled, and then whatever it is that you choose to be the best contractor in the world, you go ahead and play with it, you go ahead and be with it, but see it as something that you do, as the means to nothing. And this is very weird, it's like a means to, don't see it as a means to an end, but see it as you being the end in itself and just seeing it as a means. So there's an important philosopher, his name is Ramdas. So he said, everything, the world seems to be like, it's like we are in training to become nothing, because really it's like just forms. Nothing, the train is coming. It's like just forms that is manifesting within us, so ultimately you want to dwell in that place, find that place within yourself, that awareness within yourself, that is what you've been looking for in the world, looking for in things, in the career part, or in whatever it is you're going to do with your life, so you finding it in yourself first, and then playing with the forms, like I was saying, this famous philosopher, his name is Ramdas, he's on YouTube too, he's very deep, but he was saying we are in training, it's as if we are in a training in the world to become nothing, nobody special, so whatever it is you choose to be, you could try different things, just try them and enjoy it. You could get pleasure out of them. That's what it is. You could get pleasure out of it. You could get pleasure out of being the best doctor in the world. You could get pleasure out of being the best, gardenist, out of the right way, world. Being the best astronomist in the world. They'll bring you pleasures, cause, but then it wouldn't be true fulfillment, because fulfillment always lasts forever, and it's linear. But pleasure is always fluctuating, because there's always two opposites. There's always two ends of the coin. Whatever you choose, there's always a downside to it. If you choose to be the best YouTuber, there's always a downside to it. You might be famous, but then you might not. You might lose your privacy, and then that also makes you sad. And but you're happy on the other side. If you choose to be the best, even if you're a philanthropist, people still criticize you for being a philanthropist. So there's always a downside. So it's not always linear. But if you have that awareness in yourself, that peace, and in my other video I talked about peace meaning freedom from the past and also freedom from the future, and there is no thought or there's no judgments, but then you are just being like they choose. So matter of choosing the best thing, the best career path, or the best, and this fits perfectly into my other video, and I'm so excited to make this video because then everything will become clear to you. It's like you could be multiple things, you could be 5 different things at the same time, and you have the ability to do that, or you could just decide to be one thing. In other way, just enjoy being it, and enjoy the pleasure out of it. I mean, I would even advise choose something that will give you more pleasure out of it. Like my career part. If you watch my other video, I talked about how being in business gives me the opportunity to spend time with people that I love. Get pleasure out of it, travel, get pleasure out of it, do my hobbies and stuff like that. But then I also know that deep within me, I, will be fulfilled, have that fulfillment within me, so that, it's just like a game or a play of life, playing with it, going with life, choosing something, so it shouldn't be a hard choice at all, just find something that you get some pleasure out of, choose it, and then basically go with it. In conclusion, what I would like to leave you with is, truly choose a play. I said the play of life. Choose a play, enjoy the play, but also realize that you will not get any true fulfillment out of anything. Because there will always be a crack in the wall, and but enjoy the pleasure. Honor the things that you do. Honor the career path that you choose to decide. There are millions, many of them, and just choose whatever you want. Choose, accept it. Whatever career path you choose to go with, and basically enjoy it. But first, make sure you become aware of who you truly are. That's what true peace and true fulfillment of life comes from. And it comes into whatever it is that you do. Sam, definitely we're making a lot of videos, so make sure you subscribe below, like my videos, comment if you have any questions, let me know what you think, and until next time.